Hello, YouTube. I'm still looking at the wrong way. But anyway, my friends, good morning. It is 6:15 in the morning, and you're always going to catch me in the dark if I do a video here. Well, somebody on a group I'm in showed a geomagnetic storm coming this way. Some person goes, oh no, the NOAA, they know everything, and it won't happen. And since it was so strong, it only took almost less than a day to show up. I predicted it again. Where Ring of Fire always, because that's where it is, 6.2. But I told you, Taiwan. There I am again, 98%. I mean, like I always tell you guys, it's very crazy that, for me, sub number doesn't really mean anything, but it's so funny how my subs are that low when at one time I was at almost 500 legitimate subs. And, and my predictions were pretty good. Well, I hit another one. Anywho, lots of weird things coming on. They're trying to say, YouTube's not going to allow videos if you talk against Sleepy Joe. Well, number one, the only way they're going to know if you do a video about Sleepy Joe is if you don't label it him, don't put his name in. There's a keyword they're not looking for. But it probably can hear you and see the name, so you're going to have to call him something else. Don't call him what his name is. Say Sleepy Joe or something like that, and then your video might make it under the wire, okay? Facebook's facing a big old deal from a lot of people. There are people that are mad at Zuck because they squelch everybody, and they're sitting there going, man, that's against the First Amendment, and they're about ready to tell Facebook to go away. Now, in my whole thing, if Facebook were to disappear, that wouldn't bother me, but I do keep it for reasons of my family and stuff. And with the Messenger, it's great because I can get a hold of them. But you see what happens when that kind of thing happens. Now we got a lot of things going on again. Oh, there's a guy, this and this, and they don't want to do nothing to him because his dad's going to be you-know-what. But then who's right there on the sideline in the picture? You see, you would think it was this guy's presidency. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I was going to do a video on my way to work, but the reason why I didn't do it was, as usual, the people in this town drive really crazy. Who knew what this was really about? Because it could have been, we had a lot of crime here, too. This guy was sitting at a light getting ready to go to turn, and the next thing I know, the light changes for me. He goes right through it, and I almost hit him. But then he ditched off somewhere real quick, so I don't know what was going on with that. But anyway, each day is another day. So then you got who's 100-day mask mandate after he is no longer in, right? And then it'll be another 100 days and another 100 days and another 100 days. And before you know it, 2021 is slipped and gone and you're into another year. I'm telling you again, as I say in every video, it's probably due to iron oxide. They can't control this. They don't know when they're going to have to wait till this dwarf star finally goes away and is out. That'll take a while. That could take 4 or 5 years. So who knows how long this is going to go on. They may have to give you something better than just a cloth mask because it doesn't really matter. If it's airborne, you're still getting it in your eyes. Then all of a sudden, Pfizer's coming out and saying people are getting sick from this shot. See? Oh, and I'm going to volunteer. No thanks. Anyway, I'm about ready to go into work. I did want to give you that little tidbit right there and let you know. And, predicting another solar flare earthquake. They're very easy. You just go to Soho Theater by NASA. You go in, there's a little place for video where they do the scope on the sun. You type in your dates. Lasco 2, I think it is. That's the red. The other one's blue, like whatever, nighttime, daytime. And then you'll see the solar flares come off. And depending on which way they're aimed is which way they come to here. I've been able to use that and stay pretty good. I was 99% for a year. And then I started missing them, but I'm still 98%. So you see, I'll never be back to 100%. That'll never happen. I did that when I first started doing that, I was 100% for like 5 months. And then it started dwindling, but yeah, it's pretty accurate. So it's not me calling it. It's just me going in there and looking at it and seeing it. Anybody can do it. Now, I am subscribed to a person out here. Hi, this is you know who, and the heavy mass object. I'm still subscribed to him. I don't know if he ever watches my videos or if he ever, but whatever. But one of the things that kind of got to me about the whole thing was that this guy Shepard M. Ballas, and I subscribe to you, dude, and I don't know you subscribe back to me, but that guy is a known hoaxer, okay? And I'm saying it to you. Everything you do, I think you have a Patreon account. You have all this money shit and all this everything else. And then when this guy was early on in this, he was telling everybody that, oh yeah, you know, you're going to have to be with my group, but if you go against the grain, we're going to tie you to a tree and we're going to whip you. And then you know what? We're all going to drink borax to stay good from it. So like somebody you want to be with? Not so much. Almost seems like a David Koresh type of guy. You know what I mean? Oh, but the heavy mass object. And you know what, dude? The heavy mass object you've been wrong predominantly. And this guy is another guy that's been mainstream, been all over, done lots of interviews. And I'm going to give you a little tidbit about an interview. So one day, years ago, there's a guy who's a subscriber to my channel here who got my whole thing jump-started. And I'll go ahead and name you because you helped me. Bo Knows Entertainment. And basically what ended up happening was they wanted me to do a radio show, and guess who it was with? It was called Slipstreams back then, right? I finally remembered the name. So it turned out that, I'm you know who. They wanted me to do a thing with him and then this other guy named Mike. Mike turns out to be a cousin of this person. Mike, I won't say where he lives because I always try to stay that off for everybody else. But Mike, he basically had this big setup and he lived in the mountains, kind of where this guy is. And so they were going to have the three of us on this radio show. And I started getting it together and I thought, well, I don't know. And so I decided I was going to back out. Well, before I backed out, one of them, Mike or the other guy, backed out too. You know why? Because it's the same person. Mike, you've seen. The other guy, you've never seen. I was going through things with voice changers and realized how easy it would have, because back then they had them. They may still. And there was a way to, phone in your voice, and it sounded almost similar because, well, they're from the same place, yes. But come to find out, I'm pretty sure these two guys are the same guy, right? Then Mike disappeared too, but this guy's still here. Now, do I believe what this guy says? A little bit of it, but I don't buy it all. I just don't. Guy hasn't been right that often. Oh, the incoming heavy mass object. Incoming heavy mass object. And nothing happens. My stuff's all slow and coming within time and seems to be happening. I'm not telling you I'm the right person to follow or that I know everything, but I watch these guys. They slip off into Patreon. You think even Von Helton has a Patreon account. So see, they really weren't about guys that just wanted to know. They were more about themselves making money, see? There's another thing I'm going to say off the cuff. Look at all these guys that have these channels with a lot of subscribers. Well, because they have 100,000 or 250,000 subscribers, they've all got free Xboxes and free PlayStations. Isn't that awfully fun? And I'm telling you, you go on some guy's channel who's got 35,000 subscribers. I don't care who it is. And all they get is 40 likes. It's bullshit. I got 45 or 47 subs, and I get like 5 or 10, and that average is pretty good, see? That average with all those subs isn't. It means that they're fake. So all these guys that you see with all these subs are probably phony because they wanted to have the live on their phone and be able to do the little screenshot on their phone. So they were willing to pay the money. See what I'm saying? Do they have a lot of followers? Yes, but not like they're saying. But anyway, that's enough of that because this is a real ramble. And again, I apologize to anybody on here I've ever made upset. Like I said, my one friend, we were going to do this collab. Never happened. I understand there's things going on, and I'm sorry. I apologize if I said anything off the cuff to you, because I do notice that you've been like nowhere. Not here, not Facebook, not Messenger. It'll show you on Messenger, but you don't respond. So, you know what? I sent you a picture that was real. You didn't get back to me. So all I can do is go, okay, well, I guess I won't send you anything anymore because I can't just keep sending random stuff and no one ever goes, oh, wow, or nothing. You know what I mean? So with that, that's that. Anyway, it's Thursday. We're getting ready to go to work, and I think I'm going to cut this video short. Not much else to go into, but 98% on the solar flare Quakes again. Peace. I'll be seeing you guys. Have a really good day, and I am out of here.